be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, so you never miss out when your girl is live and in action. I hope you all are having a good, beautiful day. It's been a minute. It's been about what, a week since I've been on here. But I am back. Um, and I just want to say thank you all that have been, still subscribed to the channel because a lot of people have. I know I've seen a lot of creators say it, but some of my followers are automatically unfollowing. Like, I thank y'all that have stuck around. Even if you unfollow, you're still watching. I thank you for the view, honey. Okay. But yeah, y'all, I do appreciate y'all. However, the algorithm is acting a little weird with my posts, like my reels or whatever. So I don't know what's up with it. But anywho, yeah, we're back for our promised motorcycle um, nails. So these nails right here will be motorcycle 3D nails, and I'm going to ultimately be using my 3D sculpting gel here to sculpt everything out, but that'll be in a separate live because um, I'm just going to do the base. I'm going to have to jump off and then come back to sculpt out the motorcycle. However, we're going to just get started with everything. I'm going to be using my Meter Cross 822 7 milliliter bottle that I got from off of Shein. I'm also going to be going in with my Meta Milky White. And then we're also going to be going in with some bloom polish. We're going to be going in with our nail art polish that is silver. This is our metallic silver. And then we're also going to be going in with our Noir black and white. I also have some charms here I'll be going in with, and then we'll be using some 3D rhinestone glue, okay? And possibly our 5-in-1 top coat. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. I had to get that out of the way. So I have drawn out my nails, so I'm going to just follow the blueprint right here, child, okay? Anywho, so these, as promised, will be Chinese and motorcycle nail. I mean, Chinese and I say a motorcycle, but then I think a bike would be more appropriate. So yeah, this is going to be a very fun set. However, it will be easy to do um, for those of you all that are, just starting out or possibly intermediate, whatever the case may be. Yeah, I know I like to take a risk, honey. And if it ain't looking right, then what do? We pivot, and ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? So this is my first time using this wine extension polish or whatever. So yeah, um, I like it. It's dark, like I like it, and it's definitely going to be appropriate for the Chinese look that I'm going for. So this nail will be full metallic. I'll do that in just a second. This nail right here will be what we're going to do, the milky white, and I'm also going to be doing my bike on. So I'm going to make that, dang, I messed it up. I'm going to make this milky white, and then we'll bloom it with black. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit more design um, on this nail after we bloom it with black. And then we'll make the 3D bite. Like I said, this is part one, and then we'll do part two. That way you all can get me twice in a day. All right. So there's that one. And then we're going to go in with black. Now this one right here, I just have like just a black nail, but I think I'm going to just do probably a 3D nail art to this as well. Um, and I think I'm going to go in with a little heirlooms. But we'll see, child. We'll see. So we're going to make this one black. And I couldn't find like the Chinese um statues or anything on our emoji. So I was just like, yeah, we just gonna do some chopsticks so they know that that's what we're doing. Okay. And then we'll do this one as well the same way. So the thumb and the pinky will be French tipped with white, and then I'm going to draw on those. So yeah, we'll just go from there. Y'all don't know what's going on with my voice. So y'all just gotta bear with me. It is about to rain out there. And I have been exercising more. So it could just be something that's floating in the air, child, okay? But we're gonna rebuke it and keep going, okay? We got things to do. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go back over this one right here since I have this, since I kind of messed this one up right here. So I'll just go in and fix that. Okay. All right. And so this one, as promised, is going to be metallic. And I remember when I first did my metallic colors, I did no base for the metallic color. And so that's what I'm going to do here. Because I do want it to have like a little rugged look because we are going to place those spikes on there. So, yeah. However, I did notice in the last set that I did, there were these like little, I don't know, like these little fibers or something that kept getting into my brush. So every so often you're gonna see me take the brush and go off camera a little bit because I'm just making sure I don't cure the nail with that in there. I don't want any like ridges or anything in it. Um, so I'm going to make sure that I clean the brush. I want it to look a little ragged, right? As this metallic will do, but I don't want those little fibers or anything in it. So, like I said, if I see any, I'm just going to go off camera. And I am getting the cuticle area really well because another thing I noticed in the last time I used this, I didn't quite get the full scope of the nail. And as a nail tech in general, child, you need to make sure you on sidewall to sidewall. Okay, I know y'all hear me say that repetitively, but yeah, I ain't get it, child. Okay, but this time I sure will. I sure will. All right, I'm liking the way that looks. So that looks really good. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more for you all. All right, so there we go there. All right, so here is what it's looking like so far. So I'm gonna pop this in the lamp for about 80 seconds because I do want to get this get the extension polish like nice and hardened the first time, and that way we can go in with everything else smoothly the second time. All right, y'all. So here are the spikes that I'm using today for the nail set. Like I said, I'm finally putting these little things that we just ordered to use. So I did a Shein haul and I showed y'all that I got these off of Shein for a little to nothing. And it comes with 10 in the plate, and these are just jewel holders. So I got these spikes. It comes in all different sizes. So, and then two different colors. So it's going to match the metallic really, really well. I don't know what's going on with my voice. All right, and then we have these as well. I'm not sure where I'm going to place these. I might place these on the heirlooms that I do, but I'm not quite sure. And then we do have the Hello Kitty because the Hello Kitty will be going on the French tip on the thumb. So I think it's going to look really cute. It's going to offset the set and kind of give it a different, feel or whatever. Also, I'm going to be using a few different tools. So here are the tools I'm using. I'm using my sponge. I'm using my dotting tool slash liner brush. So here's the liner brush I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using my Dollar Tree little brush here to just make sure I clean up those areas that I mess up. And then I am going to be using my sculpting tool today as well. Also, for those of you all that just joined, we have a few different brands we're using. So I'll be able to show you all those in just a second. Um, so just bear with me, okay? Um, so I'm gonna go in with the second coat, okay? Second coat here, okay? And I really, really like this color. Like it is fire, fire and desire. Um, and I'm gonna show you all what it looks like the more you build it at that cuticle area, which is why I'm so repetitive when I say just take your time, especially if you're new to using like extension polishes. Just take your time, okay? If you're in a rush, what do I tell y'all? Just pop on some press-ons. It's already done. Move on. But here you go. All right, so I really like that color. And like I said, it's gonna offset this set so nice because I just feel like when you're doing like any like motorcycle or bicycle, dirt bike nails, like you want a nice cohesive background to your nails, which you can make them fun, don't get me wrong. But I'm also incorporating that the Chinese design into this nail. So I wanted it to all match perfectly, right? So I really like this color for this set, like I said. So yeah. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and pop that there. We're gonna go over this metallic one more time. I don't think I showed y'all the metallic that I'm using. The from the side. Afer, AIFER. You can get this off of Amazon. But I think Shein also has this color as well. Not sure. I believe so. Actually, they do, and I think they got these colors in Exagi. That's another thing I want to let y'all know. Exagi has so many like great nail polishes. Like I was just on Shein. I be telling y'all I'm gonna get off Shein and I'm gonna stop shopping on there so much, but I can't. It's addicting. But yeah, y'all, they got all different types of colors that I'm definitely looking to get more of. But these came off of Amazon, so Amazon it is. All right, I'm just making sure I get the perimeter, the sides and such um, nice and filled in. And then I'll go in with my second coat on another nail. All right. So that's how that one is looking. Okay. I like that. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pop that into the nail light because I see you doing some weird stuff and I ain't got time. All right, so we're gonna go in with our second coat here of our off white or milky white, excuse me, by Memita. And like I said, I got this off of Amazon as well. This will be the bloom nail, and this will be where the bicycle sits uh, as well. Going in with our black Noir, and then we'll stick this back into the nail lamp, and then we'll be ready to design once they come out. And I'm so excited to like be actually like doing this set because I know it's been a while since I've done a set, at least a week, like I said. But life has happened and nothing bad at all, right? Because I live a good life. Like I live a blessed life. But I've been promising these nails, and it's like I need to come on here. I need to get out of my head, right? And just be like, okay, I got this. And then two, I haven't really been feeling the best, like just health wise. Like I'm okay, but I just feeling like fatigued for some reason. But the more I'm getting active, the better I feel. So that's a good thing. And then as y'all can hear, I don't know what's going on with my throat, but something is happening. All right, so here is the solid gel that I'm going to be using. And like I said, there will be a part two. So what you don't see in this one, you definitely will see in the second one. Is my clear? Yeah, there's clear. I'm going to use white. So I'm going to be using this clear gel to make my, I'll go ahead and pinch out everything I need because it's going to be a nice bike. It's going to have wheels and such. My hands look ashy. Oh, girl, you need some lotion. So my wheels won't be no more than this big. You just take your little 3D gel, make your wheels. Of course, I'll show you how to do it on the nail a little better. You're going to just make a circle, nice and even. I'll show you how to do it in just a second. But anywho, you're ready to have your solid builder gel out. Okay? Alright. Alright. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and take everything out. Is this really not dry? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make sure my stuff dry. Okay, I think I need to put this back in there. Anywho, we'll move on. So we're going to go ahead and do our French tip. We'll do our French tip based on our draw out. So we'll do our French tip in white. And don't worry, I will be taking my liner brush to fix this. So I'll take my liner brush here, dip it in some white. I'm not going to do the traditional French. I'm actually going to go over like so. Be sure to like the video, share the live, hype it up, do whatever you need to do or want to do to support the channel. Thank y'all so much. And thank y'all so much that have already liked the video, like the live. I do appreciate y'all. I'm down too far, but we'll fix that in just a sec. Is my lamp not dry? I don't know what's going on. All right, we're gonna take some of this off. with a little bit of acetone and my little brush here. All right. So it's gonna look like that. Hey Katrina, thank you so much. So it's gonna look like that, like this. Go up just a little bit more. All right. So I'm satisfied with how that is looking. Now, in the meantime, in between time, we're going to move on to our pinky nail. Okay. And the pinky nail will be the same way. So I just take my white. They don't need to start all this. I'm sorry if y'all hear anything in my which I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but they're working on some apartments across the hall, and they doing a lot of beating. So I apologize in advance if you hear all that noise. If it ain't them, it's the doggone lawn people. We always got some noise going on, don't it? We got some noise. We get it done though. We don't be distracted. We still get it done. All right, y'all. So that's how that one's gonna look, okay? Oh, that one sent sideways, boys in the day. All right, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Like I know sometimes people be like, "Oh, her lives be long." Well, child, I try to make sure I'm focused, child. Everybody can't just go in and slap some on the dang nail and get it right. No. And the shorts and reels that y'all see, baby, trust and believe that it was not done in 10 minutes or 3 minutes or 1 minute. Trust me, you. Every nail tech know the feeling. Trust me, you. It might not take as long as I do, but trust me, you. They stay focused, child. They gonna spend the extra time to make sure that nail is looking right and tight. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to bloom this nail with black. So I'm going to take my Exagi blooming polish. And my feet cold. Welcome to the good life. All right, I'm going to go in with my dotting tool. And then I'm just, what the, man, what's going on? Hold on. Yeah, I might have to stop and get my heater because my feet just that cold. I'm sorry. I can't do it. My feet numb. That's how cold I am. 1 second, y'all. People might say, put on some socks. Y'all, I don't like wearing socks for real. Make my feet sweat. I only wear socks when I need to, like when I'm about to put on some tennis shoes. So. All right, here we go. Thank you so much, Katrina, because I'm pretty sure you understand. All right, y'all. Here we go. So I'm going to go in with some dots starting off. And then I'm going to do my little dilly and make it swirl. Okay. Man, my feet are so cold. What's going on? It ain't even all that cold in here. Now I'm just going in with like some little squiggly lines to give it a little bit more definition to the design that I'm going for. And one thing I want to encourage you all to do is just practice. I always say that, but for real, just practice in your spare time when ain't nobody on here. When you're not on here, like just practice. It's gonna take you a long, long way. 9 times out of 10, when I come on here, it's something new that I'm just learning to do. Like, like I've been in practice on the back end, but then I get on here, and if it don't look right, it's okay. I'm just learning to do it. Like I always say, like learn from my mistakes. You know, um, you don't need nobody but you and the good Lord to make whatever or to achieve whatever um, thing that you are, going after, whether it be nails, whether it be making t-shirts, whether it be making keychains, you know, it's you and the Lord's business. But also, too, if you can help others with whatever knowledge you know, that should be fine too, right? All right, y'all. So you see how I'm just giving it a little bit more background definition, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanna make sure the set is on and popping when I set my bike on there or whatever and stuff and things. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pop that into the nail lamp. I'm gonna actually go up to about 100 seconds so that I can get it nice and right. So you see what I mean when I say that my lamp be doing some weird stuff to my nails. We still gonna use this. Surely is because I kind of like the way it looked, honestly. But this nail will be spiked, so I'm really not too worried about you know, how it's gonna look or whatever. But let's just move on with the plan, okay? So we've done this. We need to put everything into the nail lamp. All right. So that's what we'll do. However, we'll take out this one and we'll just go ahead and spike it. So you're gonna need some rhinestone glue and you're gonna just go over it with your glue wherever you want it to go. But these little spikes will be all over, so it's up to you how much you want to put on there. All right, so we're going to take our handy dandy dotting tool, dot a little bit of that on there. And then this is where the little stand comes to play. Yeah, I couldn't be more happier to buy these little things right here. Like, they just make a difference. Like, why ain't nobody told me about it? No, why ain't I paid attention and just bought me some? All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and make it fun. Okay, I think I'll do better just picking them up and putting them on here. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. They are in different sizes, so don't be appalled if you're looking at it and you're like, oh, is that one smaller than that? Yeah, like they're gonna be different. Okay, this is who? Uniquely Destiny, child. So we're gonna make them all unique. Right? And this is where you might want to pull out your flash cure. So if you have a flash cure lamp, go ahead and pop that out. Looking good to me. You're everything to me. I won't be singing, y'all. My voice hurt today, so I won't even be entertaining y'all like that. I promise I ain't gonna get on y'all nerves today. We will be doing some upcoming Juneteenth nails, and then because it is Black Music Month, I'm also going to be doing some black, uh, not black, I'm going to also be doing some music, well, they will be black inspired, but I will also be doing some music nails, so just keep a lookout for them. Come on, girl. Yeah, these are looking so cute. Pull that up, pull that up, pull that down. All right, y'all, I'm missing one right about here. So I'm gonna grab one more out the pack. Okay. So here they are. All type of music, yes. I like I'm open to various types of music as well. Um I'm not closed off, but I do listen to like R&B, jazz. I grew up actually listening to jazz and like uh R&B, old school. My granddad actually used to listen to a lot of jazz, like a lot. So I'm open to many various types of music. All right. All right. Well, we just gonna let this rock because everything is sliding down, and I don't think that I'm going to be. I'm going to pop this into the nail lamp. We're just going to let it rock however it rock. It's like they all falling off now. Okay. So I'm going to let it rock. And then we shall move on. Okay. All right, so now we need to still go over our second coat of everything, and then we'll get to drawing. So this will be white. And then you want to just make sure you are staying in the French line. And if you go over, just clean it up. It's nothing to it but to do it. Hey, hon. Huh? I was waiting for you to get up. Then I was going to put it on because I sure want some, but I ain't want to make it. And then it's cold. You got to, I don't like mine re-warmed up. You put it on, I'll go ahead and fix it. You only need 1/3 cup. Water, you need 1 cup. You need 1 cup of water, 1/3 cup of oat. Just, yeah. Or a little, I always put a little bit more over than one cup. But let that boil first, though, before you put the oats in there. All right, y'all. It's not raining out there, but it's definitely a heavy overcast. Yeah. Still want to walk? All right. Silly of me to think that I sound a mess today. Ever need you in my life? How I love you. You're just the one for sure. I know that I should be moving on. What could it be? I see. What could it be? All right. Thank you so much. I will be watching more. I know that's right. Thank you so much for watching, honey. Sure appreciate your review, hun bun. All right, y'all. So that's how that one turned out. Very cute, huh? So it doesn't take much. And then, like I said, this is what our bike will sit on. The spike nail. Okay. All right. Oh, I like the way that looks. So ragged and so rough. All right. For these two, I guess I can just set these in there because these are the only two that need to go in. Okay. All right, y'all. So now let's go ahead and get started. So similar to the nails I had where I did the like kind of like Chinese look on the dice. They weren't dice, but they were like little heirlooms. Anyway, we're gonna just get started. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead. You need the thinnest. I'm trying to make sure I get the wheels nice and perfectly rolled out. So I don't need them too bulky for the bike wheels, right? This is going to be a small bike. All right, so this is where you're going to take your little tool and make your bike wheel. I'm actually going to use my dummy nail to make this. Where is it? Bruh. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Once it comes fixed, so I will take cooler office as long as possible until that gets fixed. So no, I think that's
All right. So I'm making the tire. So the tire doesn't have to be too big, but hi. Alright. So this is what my tire is gonna look like. It's gonna be a small bike tire. Okay. And I'm gonna do 2 of these. So you wanna make sure you have 2 of these, of course, right, for a bike. And then I'm gonna show you the most easiest way to make the base of the bike. You're just gonna really just do like a triangle to make the base of the bike. However, let's go ahead and make the other tire. Oh my God. All right, so it's gonna look like that. And I'm gonna put that wheel right here. Okay. And it's good to have a dummy nail, like the one that I'm using right here. That way you can sculpt things or put things on, and you don't care about the nail too much, not too crazy. Um, and yeah, you can go from there. So I'm gonna go here and just make sure both of them look right. They look pretty even for the most part for some wheels. Uh, so I'm just going to cure them as so. And then I'll show you all how to make, and like I said, we're making this from scratch. So it's going to take some patience, require a lot of patience with yourself. Um, and this is my first time making a bike. However, I actually enjoy doing 3D nails. You know what I'm saying? Like they're actually pretty fun, pretty cool to do. All right. So here we go. So they look pretty even. So I'm going to pop these into the nail lamp and go from there. All right. So now we got that done and that done. So based on here, I'm going to be sponging the nail and then I'm going to be doing my little Chinese design from here. Okay. So this is where the sponge comes into play. I'm going to actually make this, I'm going to actually flip this right here. And I'm going to use this little piece here. Take a little bit of black. Uh-oh. I take a little bit of black. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. I really need to give me an airbrush. Take a little bit of black, and I'm going to go like just here. I'm going to put a little black here. And a little black here. And I will be going in with 2 different coats, okay? All right. And it's not going to be perfect, but I know what I'm going for. Okay. All right. So once you've gotten that on there how you want it, or however you like, then you're going to just cure it, okay? So that's what I'll do. I'll just cure the nail. Uh-oh. I'll just cure this nail. And then there are the wheels, y'all. So we can actually take the wheels off. So there's one wheel. And then I'm having technical difficulties getting this other wheel off. It'll come off. All right, there we go. So I'm just taking this off. So there's the second wheel. So here is that one. And here is that one. So 2 wheels. And then you're going to make a triangle for the base. Okay, you're going to make a triangle for the base. So that pinky is going to look something like that, okay? Oh, God. So I'm going to go back in with a little bit of black. Alright. Here we go. Then this how the thumb is going to look. Kind of like cloudy. Okay? Not perfect at all. Okay? So I'm going to go from there and put that in there. And then now, since we have the wheels, let's go ahead and make the body of the bike. So you're going to take a little bit of this, roll it out, and then you're going to cut this in half. Okay, cut it in half. Get it nice and thin. Okay, and then we're going to take our dummy nail and we're going to place it on here like so. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. So because it's clear, you can't really see it, but I'm going to make it work. And so you're going to place it like so. And you're going to just make a triangle. And it's not going to be perfect until you get it on there nice and right. Because again, the chain is going to sit on it as well, sit on the bottom. Make sure that it is wide enough for like the pedals and the bike and all of that. So essentially it's going to look like this. It's going to look like that, essentially. And then you're going to make sure you have your pedals. Of course, you're going to go down. You're going to close it in a little bit more. Or you can make it open or whatever. But just showing y'all what we're going for. Okay? Now, you can do it piece by piece if you want to. It's just really up to you. But this is how I'm doing mine. And I don't need a really big wide bike. I don't. So yeah, I'm pretty good there. But I do need it to be shortened because my nail isn't that long. So this is the nail here. So I want the bite to sit on there as so. But for those of y'all that have those long curved nails, maybe you want to widen it out. But still make sure it's appropriate to the nail size. All right, I think I'm okay with that because there's the bar, there's the chain. We'll put the kickstand right there. Kickstand right here. The wheel, Okay, so then I need to go up a little bit. And you just have to play with it depending on how you want it, but make sure it is definitely triangular. All right. This is not a Huffy. This is a Destiny. Okay? I'm hollering. Let me put my wheels on there, y'all. I gotta make sure my wheels gonna look all right, child. Got my wheel right there. Got my wheel back here. Okay, yeah, this gonna look good. Then I draw my stand, my seat. Okay, yeah, this gonna look good. All right, y'all. Have to get my measurements down. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cure this for the body of the bite. Okay, so it's gonna look like that. So it don't look like much right now, but again, this is my first time sculpting a bite. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna have fun with it. I just look at something and then I just try to do it based off what I see. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that in the lamp. Do, 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 do. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do our Chinese. Yeah, oh shit. Okay, we'll put a flower there, and then we'll do that. Okay, got it. All right, so let's put this here. I'm going to go ahead and draw. Where is? Oh my God, where are my items? Yeah, I can't find my tools, my jewels. All right, I'm just gonna have to get a new one out then. So now we're gonna get ready and draw a Chinese design on here. Oh, here you go, right here. Make sure your brush is nice and clean. And so based off of this is what I'm going for right here. So nothing too crazy, but definitely on the scope of Chinese, okay? All right. All right. Here we go. Going in with black. Make sure you don't have no hair in your nails, okay? No hair. Okay. So this is what I drew based on all of the various types of designs I've seen. So looks like that. I popped it into the nail lamp. All right. Okay, here's the body of my bike. Dang, my feet are cold. What is going on? Hold on, y'all. With my body. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this gonna be fun. Oh, I need to stand on my leg. What's going on? My leg is asleep for some reason. I don't know what's going on. All right, y'all. Here we go. Try to keep moving, y'all. Okay. Whew. Leg went to sleep for some reason. Okay, so here we go. Let me just clean up this inside here because we got messed up, kind of messed up a little bit there. So this is how that one looks. Okay. And then I'm going to also draw like little slashes in here to give you some more definition. All right. So it looks like this on the side. So we got dots and then we got slashes, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pop this into the nail lamp. So we'll go back over this little guy here. I know the more that I get used to doing like Chinese designs and stuff, I get better. But I don't think it's half bad for my first time going in doing, just eyeballing something and trying it. So that's what I would say you all should do. Just try it out. You never know what you're gonna come up with. And then too, the good thing about freestyling is that you can do whatever you want to do, right? You can mix and mingle. Not mix and mingle, like, oh, I'm hollering. Okay, got that on there, and then we'll do our slashes. All right. Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do right there. So this is what the second coat is looking like here. Okay. All right. So we're gonna pop that into the nail lamp. Now let's put our bike. Let's make our seat and pedal. I'm actually gonna try to put the bike. Let's see right here. Put the bike right there. And right there. I'm gonna just sit that on there so we can see. Now I'm going to take this same solid builder gel and make a seat and a handlebar. So this will be about The seat don't have to be too crazy big at all. But the stem to the seat has to be appropriate. It's going to sit kind of like in the middle. Okay. So let's roll this out. Like this. Yeah, so this will be the one handlebar. Other one will be another handlebar. But that ain't what we going for. We looking for a seat. I'm sorry, y'all. I get um, sidetracked. I'm just trying to make sure my bite looking fire. Because it's going to be metallic as well. Alright. So, here's where I'm going to set my seat. It don't have to be too big. Let me set that down. Alright, so you need a small stem. So something about like that, but you're going to cut that in half. So about this small. Then you're going to set it onto your bike. Like so. And it should just be sitting. It should just stand straight up. Like a seat. Okay? So, looks like that from y'all view. So I'm going to go ahead and flash cure this. And then on top of this, we'll make our seat. So we're going to stand it up. Gonna flash cure it. And make sure it's nice and hardened. Or else it ain't gonna do right. It ain't gonna do like you want it to. You know? Have to set it into my lamp. Because this flash cure isn't doing what I need it to do. Oh, these are fire. I be sleeping on me. Look, baby. I ain't done. But look. Yeah. Rock on. I'm hollering. Hey, Miss Mimi. How you doing? I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much for joining us. I need to come join you and see what you're cooking. What you've been cooking lately. All right, y'all. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our handy dandy seat, which will be a little ball. Place it on here. Let me take them off. So here is my seat. Let me turn it around. So here's the seat. So it'll be just like one of those little seats like that. Okay, so that's our seat. And then I'm going to next do our handlebars. Okay, and so you're going to take the same amount of solid gel and you're going to make the handlebars. Okay, make sure I'm going to get a little bit more. Okay, and that's our seat. Our seat is on there. It's nicely on there. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and make our handlebars. So you're going to roll it all out like that. Cut it in half. And you're going to place it right about there. I think that's good. Uh-oh. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I think I'm going to have to cure this on its own. Yeah, I'm going to have to cure this by itself. So when you're doing your stem, you're going to just make sure it's long like that because you're trying to put your handlebars. So, of course, your seat is going to be a little lower than your handlebars, but not too crazily high. That's why I say just make sure that all of your dimensions are, nicely tapered out. Okay. So I'm going to actually hold this in my hand while I cure that because I don't want to mess it up. However, this is where we're at so far. The nails are looking really good. Half the water done boiled out. Okay, let me see. It's probably perfect. Oh yeah, let me see. Like yeah, for sure. Yeah, one more. Yeah. All right. Now you're going to take your stem. This is one handlebar. Okay, so that's one handlebar. And then we're going to make the other handlebar. Okay? So it looks like that. And then we're going to make the other handlebar. Okay? So you're going to just pinch a little bit. And then you're going to just literally add it onto the other side. All right. Thank you. All right. So now, what is it? I don't even know what this say. Can't see it's good over here. All right. So now it's starting to come together, right? It's coming together like a little bike or scooter, per whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna go ahead and cure this right here into the nail lamp. Okay. And then we're gonna move on because I am gonna do some rain droplets on here. Um, on the thumb and then also on the pinky nail. And then this black nail right here will be blinged out. Not too crazy, but it'll be blinged out. Alrighty. So, alright. So this handlebar is a little thicker than the other. It's okay. It's our first bite. It's okay. You know, we got the double bars over there, so it's alright. Alrighty. Now, so you remember how we did the so remember how we did the let me show y'all what it's looking like so far. So far it's looking like this. It's looking like a bike. Right? It's looking like a little bike or a scooter. But we need a kickstand, so we're gonna make that. And then we need to make sure we got our bars into our handy dandy tires. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the smallest piece of your, and then you're also gonna have, maybe it might help if you have two dummy nails, right? So two dummy nails for making a bike. So you're gonna take your builder gel, you're gonna roll it up, and you're gonna make it real flat, okay? Make it real flat. You're gonna get some little pieces like this, and you're gonna just chop them up because we're gonna add them into our bike tires, okay? Um, and you don't need that many, right? You don't need that many, but you need enough. Okay, so we'll just chop these up into little pieces like that. Take that, we'll pick this up 1/3. Then you're gonna just take it, place it on there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It laid down. We won't worry about that one. But we'll just move on with this one. We're gonna take it and you're gonna just make your little spikes going across. Maybe we do need them a little thicker. So essentially, this is how you want them to look, like this, like crisscross applesauce, right? We'll do one at a time because both of them on there is giving me a run for my money. All right, so you want them to look. See what I'm saying? You put them on there too thick, they don't look right. So that's why I say roll it out as thin as you can get it and then cut it and put it across. All right. I'll take that one, go across, chop off whatever we don't need. We're going to take the other one, go across. And then you don't need that many, but if you want to add, you know, a whole lot, then by all means do what works for you. All right, and then I'm going to do one more. Type, put 7 minutes on the, on the time. Pinch, yeah. And then ultimately, there's your little bite tire. I'm gonna pop that into the nail lamp, okay? It's tedious, but if you don't mind pouring into yourself, then you're gonna do what it is that needs to be done ultimately. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. And people always ask, why you roll it out on your hand? Specifically my family. I always tell them because I get a better roll that way. I get a better flow of things that way. Sometimes the nails just don't do it. Like, come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. One more. One more. Let's make it long enough. And then there we have. All right, and then there go our other bite, other little tire. Okay, our other little tire. Okay, so once you have that done, I'm gonna go ahead and set this in there. Once you have that done, then we take our bike. That's our bike right there. We add them to our little thing here. Oh shit. Excuse me. Oh shoot. Alright, so we're gonna add a little bit of glue there. Just a little bit. Pick it up. Add it to. I would never say never. Alright, so there's what it's looking like. We're ready to ride. You see me rolling. Waiting. Patrolling and trying to get me riding dirty. Trying to get me riding dirty. Alright. Make sure you got enough glue on it though, for real. My music so loud. Alright, so here we go here. You're gonna flash cure that. Make sure you get that tire on there nice and right and tight. I don't even make sure you get that tire on there nice and right and tight. And then you wanna move on. I don't know that y'all can hear me or whatever because my headphone just died, but here we go. Let me keep going. Alright, so we got the tire on there. It's not staying like I need it to, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to take just the smallest little bit of this right here, this little solid gel, and I'm going to place it right about here to the base to make it flow right a little bit more. And then I'm going to add my tire. So that's the only way I know how to get it to stay. And then we flash cure, okay? But I need to make sure the tire is on there nice and right. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Yeah. All right, so then we flash cure, okay? Got the tire on there. We're going to flash cure and make sure everything is nice and solid and hard before we move on. And then because this is the dummy nail, we will also be painting this nail. Painting the bite as well on this nail. So if you see me go over the lines or anything, it's okay. We're not taking this nail serious at all. All right. So that's on there. So let's go ahead and grab the other tire. So this is what the other tire is looking like. The back tire to our bike looks like. We're still going to do our little kickstand. So don't worry your pretty little head. Let's see. Uh-oh. There we go. So now I need to add this tire on there like so. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the smallest little bit of solid gel and just tack it on there. This is the only way I know how to get it to stay right now. Okay. And so we have a tire and a little bike. Y'all ready to see me rolling? We got to bring that bike up just a little bit though. Yeah. So about there. It's going to be where the bike, all right, let me come over there, babe. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and cure this. I want to make sure that it's cured nice and right and tight a little bit, a little bit better. So I'm going to actually pop this into my nail lamp, okay? But make sure that they are even for sure. Make sure that they are even, all right? So, like I said, this is the only way I know how to make this stick without it going to rye. All right, so this is how it's looking. So now I'm going to pop it into the nail lamp. Okay. In the meantime, in between time, it is time to make our raindrops on our nails. Okay. Yeah. More than enough. All right. So now, bless you. Now we're going to take our rhinestone glue. We're just going to add some little raindrops on here. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Thanks, son. I don't know. I don't want to lie at all. Yeah, I can put my own in there actually, but I'll take the nuts and the I'll just take the nuts and the dried fruit. So that's how that one is looking. Okay. My music's so loud, swinging. All right, y'all. There go my bike. There's my bike. Okay, she ain't looking the best, but hey, let's sit right here, baby. Will you turn me on over there? Bless you. All right, you're welcome. Also, we have our Hello Kitty. Actually, while I got this much out, I should just go ahead. Yeah, minimize all of it. Well, actually, will you click the meeting? Will you click the exit it? Oh, I got it. Thank you, right? I got it from here. Actually, there you go, right there. Nope, I got it. It's gonna stay on. Thank you. Yeah. Morning. Um, that's enough. Thank you. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. So let's go ahead and add our Hello Kitty right here. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. That is gonna be so cute. Look at that. That's so cute. Yeah, but I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Hey, baby. Look, you brought the nuts and stuff. Oh yeah, I see it. Thank you. All right, y'all. Now the next part is to add our color. So I'm gonna actually make the Bike metallic. I didn't mean to put so much metallic on the um I did mean to put a lot of metallic on that middle nail, but now that I'm looking at it, it's just like, will it go? I think it will. So here we go. So this is how I was looking. So I'm gonna take. Hi, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, hold on. Okay, better. Okay. So I am also a partial facility specialist here. My name is Destiny. I'm a CHPS, and I too work with facilities to provide support, additional support as to
All right. This is so good, sugar. Hmm. All right. So I'm just So this is the metallic bike, and I think it's actually gonna go really well with this set. Now that I'm looking at it, first I wasn't too sure because I thought it was gonna be too much metallic, but going off of my design, I think I made the perfect decision, baby. After we eat, you wanna go, baby, babe. After you eat, you wanna go. After we eat, you wanna go. Yeah. Stop. My bad, y'all. I'll talk to y'all nephew Coda. Just doing stuff. Dang, I did not want to take this long on this set, but it is what it is. Mm. Now I'm going up to the handlebars, y'all. All right, here we go. Getting all into those crevices of the bike. All right, y'all. I'm only gonna paint this bike once. So right, so here's the bike. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this into the nail lamp. All right. Now we're gonna bling out this nail here. Well, not bling it out, but just add a few little jewels to it, okay? And we're gonna go in with these right here, okay? And for longer nails, you wanna make sure you have enough jewels, or else, mm, you're gonna be looking right to me, but whatever. Here we go. Let's bling them out. Ice me out. All right, so I'm gonna go just straight down the middle. Mm, what a wonderful time today. Hey, to get along with each other. And I say, hey. Yeah, I did not know Diggy Marley sing this song. I sure did not. Had no clue. All right. All right. We did it. Here's our little bike. Y'all like it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's add a little bit of glue here. And honestly, when you're making like 3D nail art, don't overcomplicate it. Honestly, don't beat yourself up. Even if you're a beginner, child, we gotta start somewhere. We sure do. We gotta start somewhere. So don't beat yourself up, okay? You got this. We get along with each other. And I say, what a wonderful time to be. All right, y'all. It looks like I'm gonna have to do the same thing I did with the other one. And that is, yeah, I'm gonna have to add a little solid gel. I need to figure that out though, because how can I make it stick without having to add more solid gel? But whatever. I'm gonna add just a little bit right there, and then we're gonna stick our bite right on that little blob right there. So we ready to ride? Y'all ready to ride with me? My bike a little, my wheel a little, you know, cray cray, but it's okay. All right, so here we go. Let me go ahead and pop it in the nail lamp. Oh yeah, these are cute. These are fire. Maybe I don't add the Hello Kitty. Yeah, maybe I don't. And just make these pop on their own. I was gonna add a flower, but I still might add the black flower. But here we go. Let me show y'all what we're working with. Oh yeah, these are fire and desire. Oh, you did your big one again, Destiny. All right, let me show y'all what they looking like. All done by moi. Okay. All right. Hey, Miss Tara. Thank you for listening from work. Hope you're having a good day. Let me see some. Because I did add a little flower to my design. But honestly, I don't think we need it. But we'll see. Oh yeah, I kind of like it with the flower right there. It's kind of fire. It's kind of fire. It's kind of fire, huh? Yeah, I think we'll add it. Alright, so you just dot your little jewel on there. Then I am gonna add the little, come on, that's too much. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with, missing you is more than else. Whatever. Okay. Alright. And let's see, small. Look how that one is looking. Thank you so much, Miss Tara. Kind of like that, so I guess I'll keep it. And then let's add one more. Let's see, I'm thinking the caviar beads might look a lot better, but let's see. Here are the caviar beads right here. Actually, y'all, I'm just gonna take that. I'm gonna take this off. Oh, actually, no, I'll keep that on. Then I just take it off if I don't like it. Okay. All right, y'all. Here are the nails. Let me go ahead and top coat everything, and then we will move on. Okay. We finally did our bicycle nails, and I'm so happy about it. Oh, let's take that off. There we go. Dang, it slid. It's okay. It ain't too bad of a slide. All right. So here are the nails before the lamp, before the lamp. Get a little closer. We'll go this way. Here's the nail before the lamp, before I cure them, and then I'll show you what they look like after I cure them. And we'll go from there. Now, our next nail set, because remember we have a list, right? Right. So next we have Tweety Bird nails, I think. So here's our list we made. So we got the bite nails out the way. So next we got Tweety, Dandelion list, nail set, excuse me. And then I was gonna fix the Black Queen, which I think I'm still gonna fix it. But also I'm gonna add Juneteenth and then Black Music Month. And if you are a nail tech, it might help if you just write out everything you want to do, um, so that you can just go off your list. Cause I've had this list some time, right, y'all? That's been rocking with me. And so yeah, the next thing I do is I do another Tweety Bird set. That'll be a summer set. And then we'll go to the dandelion, and then we'll go Tweety Bird, Juneteenth, Black Music, and then Dandelion. I don't know which order I'm gonna go in after I do the Tweety Bird, but I know I'm gonna do the Juneteenth and Black Music Month nails before I do the Dandelion nails. So we'll see what's what. All right, y'all. So as promised, this is how it started, and this is how we ended it. Okay, so we got Chinese and motorcycle nails. Okay, or Chinese and bicycle nails. Okay, so I really, really like this set. Really, really, really. Y'all can let me know how y'all like it in the comments below. I'll post these on the reels as well, just so y'all can see them there as well. But yeah, y'all, this is what we got. I hope y'all enjoyed this live, and make sure y'all tune in the next time we go live. Okay. Um, I guess I don't even have to do a part two. I guess I don't. So part one is it. I guess the next live will be our Tweety Bird nails. And those will all be French too. But here we go. Y'all liking these? Let me know. Let me know that you understand. All right, y'all. I'm out this thing. I've been on here 2 hours with y'all. I'm out. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for watching.